Hi, Shalom, Mike. And first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Racha Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word in all truth, faith, sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to get into a lesson about the real fireworks show, which is the destruction of America. You know, as you can see, the day, so-called Independence Day, which during that time our people were still in captivity, man, with hardcore bondage. All the way up to this day, we still in bondage, you know. And the real fireworks is going to take place, you know, is when Americas get destroyed by the way of those thermonuclear missiles. Now I got this word firework, just a regular Google definition, and it goes into a device containing gunpowder and other combustible chemicals that causes a spectacular explosion when ignited, used typically for display or in celebrations. And guess what? That's going to actually be a celebration when the destruction of America takes place. Matter of fact, let's get there in the book of Revelations. Revelation chapter 18. Because they try to, as you can see, this day associated with independence, and they shoot off fireworks to, commemorate what took place, you know. Well, in this case, when that destruction take place, we're gonna celebrate it, man. Those are the true fireworks, you know. That's the true way of ending it off with a bang. That's how they came in. This is how they're gonna be taken out. Revelation chapter 18, verse. I just get to the point. I start at 20. It reads, "Rejoice over her, thou heaven." See, celebrate, be glad, rejoice. And ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone, like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. See? So as you can see, Babylon the Great will be thrown down violently, and it's going to be by the way of this Third World War, World War III, as well as fire from the chariots, you know. That's the real fireworks. That's the real Independence Day, when the Lord pluck us from our captives, man. And it's gonna take place by the way of this destruction. So, matter of fact, just going into I think it's another definition of this word. Let's see. Oh, it's another definition for the firework. It says an outburst of anger or other emotion. See, because it tells you the Lord's gonna pour out His anger and His fury, man. Matter of fact, let's get that. It says He's gonna pour out His anger. I believe that's Revelation 14. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let's see. Yeah, that's another one. To tell the Lord poured out the vials. I think that's it. Yeah, Revelation 14. Yeah, Revelation 14, I start at verse 9. It says, And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark on his forehead or in his hand. See, so you worshiping in the beast is going to lead to you receiving his mark, or taking that thing, man. The real thing, that's what it's going to lead to. So if any man put on that uniform, you know, and you fully immersing yourself when you take it all the way there by taking that chip, man. It said the same shall drink of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without measure into the cup of his indignation, and that's that outburst of anger It tells the Lord's gonna pour forth his wrath. That's that outburst of anger. And it's gonna happen by that fire, man. Even with those laser beams from the chariot, that's gonna contribute to that fire, man. It's gonna contribute to the fireworks, you know, to that grand finale. You know? It says, the saints shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. See, so this destruction is that's the fireworks show, man. When the Lord, when this destruction reaches climax, the icing on the cake is the missiles, man. Just how this nigga came in with a bang, this how he's gonna be taken out. Let's get that in the book of Proverbs 26. Because you gotta look at it. How was the fabulous 50s came about? By the way of this nigga dropping them bombs on them gooks. You know, how was this devil firmly established his kingdom? By the way of the sword. These different airstrikes, even all the way to today. You know, if you ain't complying with this nigga and what he wants you to do, he gonna send. That's why he's known as the eagle. He's sending them fighter jets over your land and bomb you to hell and back. So you don't think that's gonna happen to this, man? Justice will take place. You know, so this is the book of Proverbs 26, verse 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. See? And yet you see this man digging that pit now. He's trying to crash the money. He's trying to put everybody on the fence. You know, so he can have everyone as perpetual slaves, not knowing he's going to fall in that pit. He's going to be the first fruits of slaves for the next world to come. It says, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. So that stone from on high, by the way of him dropping them bombs, that's what's about to take place on him. Because just going back, how was the fabulous 50s established? How did that come about? You know, you had that baby boomer age and all, you know. That's when they say make America great again, those are the times they talk about. The 50s and early 60s, you know. Because that's when, you know, they pretty much was that little season. Because after that, Russia, now they got the recipe to the missiles now. During the 60s. Then after that, that's when the sharp decline of America was taking place, man. But the point is what? Justice will take place. The fireworks show, the real fireworks show, you know, at the end of the night, it's gonna be those missiles. You know. Matter of fact, I think that's what it tells the arrow that's fly by. Let's get that real quick. I think that's Psalms 91. Bear with me. Psalms chapter 91, and this is bear with me. Yeah, this is Psalm 91. I start at verse 5. It said, "Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday." And the noonday is the height, you know, is the height, man. And that's when the destruction is going to take place, the height of Esau's kingdom. You know, it tells you what's that in dealing with the twilight of the night. You know, that's going to be the end of this man's run. It's going to be topped off by the way of destruction, the destruction of America, which is going to be completed by the way of those missiles, man. That's, like I said, that's the fireworks show. That's what you cap everything off by the way of the fireworks. That what completes it, you know. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Revelation 18. Revelations chapter 18. And verse 8, it says,
And I
"Therefore
heard
shall
another
her
voice
plagues
from
come in
heaven,
one day,
saying, Come out of her,
death
my
and
people,
mourning
that
and
ye be not
famine,
partakers
and
of her
she shall
sins,
be
and that
utterly
ye
burned
receive
with
not of her
fire." See, so
plagues.
that
For her sins.
Salakia. Man, I'm gonna read this again. Revelations 18 verse 8 again. It said, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. See, so as you can see, that what completes the destruction of America. No Lord going to send death and famine and mourning, and it's going to be by the way of the plethora of plagues the Lord is going to send forth. The stay of bread and water being cut off, the power outages, the beasts changing their places, and as well as other things, Esau coming down with great wrath. But it's going to be completed by the fire, which is those missiles. That's the fireworks show, man. So matter of fact, wrap it up real quick. Let's get this in the book of Baruch 4. Baruch 4 and verse Baruch 4, I start at verse 32. It says, miserable are the cities which serve thy children. See? And how that misery going to take place is going to happen because of the plagues. It says, miserable is she that received thy signs. And who is that? That's talking about America especially, man. Even though we were scattered throughout the planet Earth. But the main event, the venue the Lord have chosen to show his power is here in America. This is the final stage. Where the player's gonna reach his perfect, because you seeing these things happening everywhere throughout the planet Earth, but it's slowly creeping up in its perfection here in America. So this is where the great miseries is going to take place. Those plagues are going to be seen at its height. It says, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. See, so that lets you know the Lord's going to torture this bitch before it get put out his misery. It says, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. See? So the Lord is going to put hell upon this place. It says, for fire shall come upon her from the everlasting. See? The Lord is going to rain fire upon her, which is the missiles, man. The fireworks show. Instead of you seeing the rockets going up and going and popping, they actually going to be coming down and pelting the planet Earth, the land of America. It says, for fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. Meaning, ultimately, when the smoke clear and the dust settle, this place is going to be the world's largest desert. And the only thing that's going to dwell here are desert creatures. To the screech owls and shit like that. That's going to be the habitation, for these desert creatures. It's going to be America, But how that's going to take place after the fireworks show, the missiles. So yeah, I just hold to edify. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakha Kudash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I like to say shalom to the elect that teach word in all true faith and sincerity. DTA, Abide Soon, very soon.